Hello friends, I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you doing? How is life? How is your world? Let me tell you, my world's great. Really good. Oh, the light finally kick on. It is almost tomorrow. It's like 11:30. And I resolved to not ever miss an episode of the show, so here we are at 11:30 at night recording an episode. And the reason is I chose today, supposedly soon we're going to be starting the new content stuff, and I'm going to do things and differently, and I'm going to get your input and all that sort of stuff. But that's not today, and that's not today because I chose today as a day to do nothing, and I chose today to do nothing in a very special way. And I tell you what, it was 1,000,000% exactly what I needed right now. There's no way around saying that. Took a ride tonight, a very lengthy ride. We started off at about 5:30 and rode to Weston on Route 19, which is about an hour and a half, a little over an hour and a half ride. There's a restaurant down there I wanted to try. I had been past it 1,000 times during work and never stopped, and we just stopped, and it was amazing. And then we rode back and just kind of hung out and did nothing. And that was the best. It was absolutely unbelievably perfect. To do just a long ride and then just relax till 11:30 at night. And I don't really know how to put it into words, but I think the realization that I have is I live alone for the most part. Keely comes on the weekends, and well, now she's going to start doing this week on, week off thing, and maybe that'll help me. But I was worried that I had forgotten how to focus on another person for any length of time. I live by myself. I spend 100% of my time focused on myself. I go to work and I do a job, but that job is my passion, so I'm focusing on making myself look good by being good at my job. And then I come home and I focus on myself in front of this camera, telling you a story every day, or an anecdote, or teaching you something, or building something, in a very, I hazard to say, an egotistical fashion. I turn this camera on and I do this every day, and then I go to bed. Or I work on a project. Today I came home and I tried the V-cut. I tried the new router bushing template, and it works unbelievably well. So that video will be coming out someday in the future. I finally have a working 3D printed templating engine that I can make signs. Look at that V. Turned out great. This is more. This is a very cool project, but let's be honest, I'm doing this for self-gratification. I'm putting myself through these paces to make myself, to inflate myself, essentially. I did this. This is me, and I'm going to put these files out there, and then you can do this because of me. So I spend a whole lot of my time focused on me, focused on myself. And to take time to spend with another person and to just focus on that person for hours is unbelievable. I did it on Friday when I went out and watched Super Troopers, and that was nice. And then I did it tonight, just on a long ride, in a long just sit and chill session. And the good news is, I have not forgotten how to focus on somebody else. And that's a good skill to have. Thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being really amazing friends. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you tomorrow. And hopefully I'll have something to talk about. Check my Twitter and my community page here. I'll post questions. I posted one today asking what you wanted me to talk about. I'll do the same thing probably tomorrow and see if we can't start putting together some kind of community polled or community driven content. I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Today's random fact comes from DOL.gov, that's the Department of Labor. What was minimum wage in 1961? A 1955 amendment increased the minimum wage to $1 an hour with no changes in coverage. The 1961 amendments greatly expanded the FLSA's scope in the retail trade sector and increased the minimum for previously covered workers to $1.15 an hour, effective September 1961, and $1.25 an hour, effective September 1963.